So you're a leader, right? And that means you're living with this constant pressure to perform. You've got to hit the targets, drive the results. It's a non-stop cycle. It feels like this impossible balancing act. But what if that whole idea of balance is actually the thing setting us up to fail? Let's look at this a different way. And this is the question we all wrestle with, isn't it? The story we're constantly sold is that to get to that peak performance level, you just have to sacrifice your own well-being. That the late nights and the constant stress, well, that's just the price you pay for success. But is that really true? Or is it just a myth we've all bought into? Well, here's the core idea we're diving into today. It is a completely false choice. It's a myth. Real, sustainable leadership doesn't come from picking one over the other. It's actually born from the discipline of weaving the two of them together. Okay, so if it's not a choice, then how in the world do we actually do it? This isn't some abstract, high-level theory, okay? We're talking about a practical, actionable framework. We're gonna break down 4 proven pillars that can help any leader, really any leader, build a solid foundation for both amazing performance and genuine well-being. And here they are. 1, setting clear boundaries. 2, delegating effectively. 3, ruthless prioritization. And 4, incorporating recovery. Now, don't think of these as rules you have to follow. Think of them as tools for your leadership toolkit. Each one is a skill you can practice and get better at to build a more sustainable and impactful way to lead. So let's jump in with the first one. First up, boundaries. And listen, this is so much more than just getting good at saying no. It's really about being strategic, about deciding where your most valuable resources, and that's your time and your energy, are going to have the biggest impact. It's the difference between being a firefighter, constantly reacting to everything, and being an architect, proactively designing where you put your focus. And the payoff here is huge. Setting good boundaries isn't just about protecting yourself. It's about carving out that quiet, uninterrupted headspace you need for that deep strategic work. And crucially, this is so important. It sends a powerful signal to your whole team, showing them what a healthy, sustainable way of working actually looks like. All right, let's move on to our second pillar, delegation. So many leaders think this just means offloading tasks to get stuff off their plate. But real delegation, man, it's a powerful tool for empowerment. It's about trusting your team with the outcome, not just the busy work. And that's what helps them grow their skills and, frankly, scales the impact of your entire team. And just look at how the benefits stack up here. I mean, yeah, of course, you free up your own time to focus on the big picture stuff, but at the exact same time, you're building a more confident, more engaged, and more capable team. You go from being the bottleneck to being the one who enables all their success. Pillar 3 is all about ruthless prioritization. And we're not talking about your everyday to-do list. This is about the constant discipline of asking yourself, what is the absolute highest value use of my time right now? It's about getting super clear and focusing on what's truly important and impactful, not just what's loud and feels urgent. And our final pillar, the one that is so often mistaken for a weakness, recovery. Let me be really clear here. This is not a luxury. It is a non-negotiable part of high performance. Think about it. Top athletes build recovery right into their training schedules. Leaders should be no different. Intentionally making time to rest and recharge is what allows you to show up with the energy and clarity you need to lead well. Okay, so we have the 4 pillars. That's great. But what does this really look like in the real world, day to day? Let's take this from theory and bring it down to reality, because this is where these ideas stop being ideas and start being a powerful practice. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's not about working fewer hours. It's about making the hours you do work more focused and more impactful. The best leaders, they aren't slacking off. They're just channeling their energy with more precision. They're the ones who figure out how to make 1 hour of deep, focused work way more valuable than 5 hours of just being busy. And here's what's so critical to understand. There is no one-size-fits-all solution here. A good boundary for a leader who's on the road all the time is going to look totally different from one for an engineering manager. The whole point is to take these pillars and adapt them. Ask yourself, what does effective delegation look like on my team? How can I realistically build recovery into my schedule? The power is in making it your own. Now let's zoom out a bit, because this isn't just about you. Your personal approach to all of this has a direct and profound impact on every single person you lead. It creates a ripple effect that spreads across your entire team culture. And I'm not exaggerating. Your actions set the standard.
If you are consistently firing off emails at 10 o'clock at night, you are sending a silent message to your team that they should be too. But when you model balance, when you actually take your vacation, when you protect your evenings, you give them the psychological safety to do the same. And that's how you build a healthier, more sustainable culture for everyone. I mean, the contrast here could not be more clear. On one side, you have the always-on leader. What does that create? A team that's dependent, a culture of burnout, and, inevitably, people leaving. On the other side, the balanced leader fosters empowerment, sustainability, and real engagement. The outcomes are just worlds apart. So where does this big culture shift even start? Well, it starts with just one person, a single catalyst. It starts with you. As the leader, you have the incredible power to kick off this positive change for your entire organization. So if you walk away with just one thing today, please let it be this. This isn't about having a certain personality type or being born a certain way. Balanced leadership is a set of strategies. It's a learnable skill that you can practice. Anyone, and I mean anyone, can get better at this by intentionally working on these 4 pillars. So let's make this real. Forget about trying to master all of this at once. Just look at these 4 pillars we talked about: boundaries, delegation, prioritization, and recovery. What is the one small, intentional strategy you will commit to modeling for your team starting this week? That single choice could be the spark that starts a whole new culture.